we know you cannot disappear. You will be somewhere in the database. The system will also help reduce interest rates on loans because it will make the Credit Reference Bureau more effective and allow banks to distinguish the risk levels of various borrowers. Ladies and gentlemen, going forward, we are on schedule to digitalize the operations of the Lands Commission to make it easier to acquire, transfer, and register land. We are also going to formalize the agricultural sector by registering all cocoa farmers and their farms, as well as labeling the cocoa from each farm to enable tracing. This work is about 40% complete. Next year, we will also do the same for food crop farmers with a target to digitalize fertilizer distribution, and work on this is ongoing. We are also going to formalize the fisheries sector by registering all fishermen and digitalize the distribution of premix fuel. The operations of the school feeding program are also being digitalized to enhance its efficiency as well as facilitate monitoring. It is expected that work on the digitalization of the school feeding program will be completed by the end of this year. And this will mean there will be no ghost schools or ghost children. We are acutely aware, ladies and gentlemen, that we must pay attention to cybersecurity. Ghana's Cybersecurity Act has become necessary because of the rapid digitalization of the economy, coupled with the high rate of cyber crimes and other cybersecurity incidents in the country. The Cybersecurity Act will promote the development of cybersecurity and regulate cybersecurity activities in Ghana. Thanks to the hard work of the Minister for Communications and Digitalization and Ghana's cybersecurity team, Ghana's cybersecurity ranking is now 89.6% compared to 32% in 2017. So we are improving cybersecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my presentation shows that under the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we are building, as a matter of policy, a new system as the foundation to drive overall transformation of the economy. How we conduct our economic relations and how we govern ourselves. Digitalization is the key instrument of transformation. To do this, we first needed to build the tools of digital transformation. Our principal operational tools, or our enablers, which every Ghanaian must have in their hands or must have access to, are the national ID card, a digital address, mobile money interoperability, universal QR code, and when the central bank brings it up, the digital currency. Step by step, we are applying these enablers to innovate many areas in our everyday economic activities and interactions with businesses and with our access to public services such as the passports, ports, and so on. The new system is the engine block of our development. We are building this new system because it has the following attributes. It positions us to be globally competitive in the emerging digital revolution. It is a system based on integrated centralized data, and it's a system that codifies the unique identification of every member of our society, the addresses of all properties and locations. It is inclusive. It's a system that makes for greater transparency, promotes accountability and efficiency in every aspect of public interaction. It is a system that minimizes incentives to pay bribes and opportunities for corruption in the delivery of public services. It is a system where the operations of government institutions are digitized for efficient delivery. It is a system that is formalizing the informal sector, a system that has broadened the tax base and built a vehicle for domestic revenue mobilization, a system which enables the work. Hello? A system which enables the workings of an effective credit reference bureau, and a system which facilitates equitable access by all Ghanaians to healthcare and education. Ladies and gentlemen, the reasons things appear to work in the developed countries as much as they do is largely because many of these attributes of a good society are in place, and they are working to innovate on them. They have the systems that elicit honesty, transparency, and accountability. These are what we are putting in place in Ghana. It has taken political will on the part of government to put these systems in place. The status quo benefits the few to the detriment of the many. Further, there is little immediate political benefit from implementing these innovations. It takes some time for the full benefits of digitalization to become obvious to many and manifest in our lives. Politicians generally cannot afford to wait. The infrastructure we have put in place for digitalization is soft infrastructure. It is not like a road or a bridge you can point to, but it is powerful and expanded as you can see with this soft infrastructure it is a powerful and expanded highway for development. It really takes leadership to think far and know that I don't want to base policy on the present, but I want to base policy on the future. And in implementing the soft infrastructure and all the pillars for digitalization, the government of Nana Akufo-Addo has in fact shown a lot of leadership. It is important, ladies and gentlemen, to note that Ghana's digital transformation has largely been undertaken without foreign aid. Rather, we have partnered with the Ghanaian IT private sector to finance the various initiatives rather than a wholly public sector exercise. It was a deliberate decision because the private sector and the public sector have different incentives. The private sector makes money when systems they manage work. Otherwise, they will go out of business. We have partnered with the private sector to make sure Ghana does not go out of business, of the business of progress. Ghana must remain an efficient and productive going concern. The private sector will enforce that discipline if it has its skin in the game. Having put together these large databases as a result of digitalization, our focus will now turn entirely to data analytics through big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning to provide solutions to the many challenges we have. We will leverage on the progress we have made with digitalization to drive innovation for the youth. The jobs of the future are just beginning to emerge. Prepare yourself and be part of the drivers of innovation. We have to enhance access to the internet for sure and lower the cost of the internet. In this regard, we are making progress. Internet penetration currently stands at 50% compared to 26% in 2017. And we are working to further increase internet access in the rural areas. Our progress in digital transformation justifies the vision of the President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, that Ghana should benchmark itself against the best in the world and move away from the dependency mentality to a can-do attitude. Thanks to the vision of the President and the cooperation and the hard work of our ministers, heads of agencies across many sectors, we have accomplished a lot in 5 years. We are not yet where we want to be, but we have made a great start, and there is a lot more to come. There is also more to be done to embed these major digital reforms in the everyday lives of Ghanaians as the adoption and usage of digital technology increases. We have put in place new systems, and we should all commit to adopt them and utilize them for maximum impact in the coming years. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited about the prospects of the nation we are building. The brilliant minds being nurtured who are contributing towards this vision, we must allow our mindset to build our courage that we can be amongst the best in the world at anything. Some of our senior high schools are winning world robotic competitions. Ashesi is also a world-class university established by a visionary Ghanaian. The digital revolution is a youth-driven revolution. It is your revolution. And I look forward to all of you playing a role in making our nation great and strong. Thank you for your attention. God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you very much. Wow. That is brilliant. Astonishing progress. And I just want to thank you for your leadership in this very transformative agenda in digitizing our economy. I'm just blown away by just how much progress has happened, actually.
Thank you.
And I came this evening with a lot of questions, and your presentations answered a lot of them. So I'm going to be... So I'm actually just a few questions and then turn it over to students.
Okay.
I know that we have students from other universities. I think University of Ghana is here as well. And so when I turn to students, when you come up to the mic, please state your name, what university you're from, and then you can ask your question. Please be brief in your questions as well. So the first question, Your Excellency, that I have, just listening to what you just presented to us and just how vast this is, what you're trying to do, and how much progress. It's very clear you're quite passionate about this, right? And I wonder, is there some personal story? Is there something that has made you so passionate about this issue to move so forcefully in this area?
Thank you very much, Patrick. I think that, first of all, I must say that I have a very passionate boss in the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And so he is very keen on us modernizing Ghana. This has been his vision, and he's given me the opportunity to lead the whole digitalization agenda. I think that growing up, I was born in Tamale, and you see what opportunities, if were available to people who are deprived. I mean, not only in Tamale, but not across different parts of Ghana. You could see that if you could make opportunities available to all and have a more inclusive society, a lot more people, some of my mates who could not go further in school, for example, were very brilliant. A personal story that I have, which maybe I have not shared, September 2002 was was in Tamale Hospital, and my father had undergone an operation. And Tamale Teaching Hospital, they needed blood. And we came out trying to find blood for my old man. At that time of day, the stores were locked. The person where the blood was not there. We were calling doctors all over trying to find this person. By the time the person arrived to the office and we actually got the blood, my father had died. Now, so when I met Zipline in Silicon Valley, I took a team from Ghana to Silicon Valley, the IT firms, and we looked at different technologies, and I met the head of Zipline. And then he started telling me the Zipline story and how they can deliver different things like blood and so on. Immediately he talked about blood, I remembered the issues that I had gone through with trying to find blood. And I thought to myself, if only we had a service like Zipline at that time in September 2002, maybe my father would not have died. We could have called Zipline to drop the blood and then he would have been saved.
Okay, you're still watching Metro Television, and we brought you the live telecast of the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, given the state of what I would call the nation as far as the economy is concerned with the digitalization agenda. And he's told us where he's come from as a Vice President and where the state of Ghana is moving towards as far as the economy and using digitalization agenda to push the whole agenda. Bridget is in the studio and she's taking over with Newsnight.
Right. Thank you very much, Nana Enchi there. And we'll bring you news right now, the headlines tonight. Woes of the embattled Joabing MC nominees deepens as the special prosecutor inviting for questioning over allegations of corruption and other corrupt related activities. Bawumia has spoken in a much-touted lecture to outline government's plans to digitize the economy. The Vice President says government is transforming the economy and positioning Ghana for the emerging global digital revolution. Ignite Media Group signs partnership agreement with Weflix and Nerasol Limited to enroll Metro TV as a channel on Weflix for viewing to thousands of its subscribers across the world. In sports, former FIFA President Joseph Blatter and ex-UEFA boss Platini charged with fraud. On the foreign front, 15 people have died and dozens more are missing after a 22-story building under construction collapsed in Lagos, Nigeria. Hello again, and remember we're live on Twitter at Metro TVGH, on Facebook at Metro News and at Newsnight.